welcome you to Patriot Place and a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Foxborough. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tyjae Spears. Room up at the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 32
A
yards.
huge play right off the bat. 32 yards.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week. They love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now, first down throws for Ward. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
A gain of 19
They get
yards.
19 on that pass play. First down for Tennessee.
A gain of
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
Ready?
On first and 10, Ward. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. That is Christian Barmore. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Get it? Panther 60, trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Shotgun snap for Ward. It'll be swung out wide to Spears. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ready up.
Third and long.
7 Pirates, 7.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Tight, 19 tight. Ready. 70 Timberwolf.
From the gun, here's Ward. He's got it at the 7, and he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ready, ready?
They'll run here. It's Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal.
Deputy! Viking 18! Cougar 19! Let go!
Out of the gun, Ward. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Jim DK. Touchdown Titans. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this looks like a completely different offense from a week ago. They just couldn't get anything going. Their self-inflicted penalties, the opposing team really had their way with them, but they looked really sharp. They had a great opening script. They executed it to perfection, and then not only to sustain possession, Mike, but so important nowadays is to win those possessions in the red zone and come away with 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Marcus Jones now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Throwing right away, it's May. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's May. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Hey, Garfield! What's up? What's up?
Out of the gun, here's May. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
43-yard line.
What's that?
The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2.
Here goes.
He'll get this out wide. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 25, here's second down and 7.
Crazy. Hey, here goes to that. Hey, what's that?
May to the air once more. They get this out to the left flat. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, 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 crazy.
May to throw again. He'll air it out down the middle. And this ball incomplete on third down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
That one is good. And the Patriots are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here comes a return from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
60 by 6. Liking 18.
Watch the twist.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Spears. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34. A pickup of 9.
It's 2nd and inches.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
1 quarter in the books. 7-3 is our score. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Titans football here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and less than a yard.
Let's go. Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready?
On the handoff, this is Spears. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
4 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Okay, break.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Set it. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing, Ward. Complete to DK. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot.
Tajay Spears. And he will score. Tajay Spears. Touchdown, Tennessee. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Joey Slide to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Here goes that. What's that?
Now the former Buckeye, it's Travion Henderson. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Here goes that.
On 1st down, they go back to Henderson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. On throw. Right side taken by Njoku. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Patriots first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that?
You. New England going to take their 2nd timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
1-yard line.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard.
Hey, here goes tonight.
They'll run. It's Henderson. With good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
2nd and inches.
Torpedo!
Watch out.
Hey, what's up?
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Crazy! Crazy! Hey, here goes tonight. Hey, keep it rolling, man. Keep it rolling. Hey, what's that?
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On 2nd down, it's May. Good coverage there in the end zone, and is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here goes tonight. Hey, what's up? Hey, 5.
Now, May. And he's in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Patriots. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Patriots are back within 4. It is 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the ready. Ready.
Williams in motion.
Go.
On the ground. It's Spears to start the drive. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
Pulled up the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Lions. Let go.
They'll stay on the ground with speed. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one. That's good for a Titan first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now it's Ward. Here comes the screen to Spears. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
70 Timberwolves. Panther 60, Panther 60. Cougar 19.
On first and 10, it's Spears. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on. Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. The Pats can stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
To throw is Ward. And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
They snap it to Ward. That is hard down the field. He's got it. 24-yard pickup as they convert on 4th down.
24-yard gain.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Go, Champ. Go, Champ.
Tight end on the move left. Draw play. Here comes Pollard. And he'll get about 5. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cowboy 80.
Man in motion, heading left.
go.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown Titans. And hold on to that football, young man. As a keeper, his first NFL touchdown. Out comes Sly for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Titans are out to a 21-10 lead.
Patriots 10. Joey Slide to kick off for Tennessee.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Crazy. Eddie, what's that?
To throw on first down is May. To his tight end, Mijoki. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Crazy.
To throw is May. Going for it all. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And I think at this point here, second quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
Again, working deep downfield. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
They'll try it now with Henderson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Joey Slide to kick off for Tennessee.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Second and 10. to throw. And this one is caught by Pierce. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
He'll try to run for it with Henderson. And he will have a Patriots first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing is May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here goes it.
Here's May. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Here goes it. Ready.
May to throw on 2nd down. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
It is 3rd and long.
Five. Where was that? It's crazy.
Throw again is May. He's got a man. That's Horton. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
You're trying to locate Travion Henderson out of the backfield. And it'll be 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's May again. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. May to the air once more. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
What's that? Ready, what's that?
They're through it. It's May. And he'll take it on in. David Njoku. Touchdown, New England. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So now May and the Patriots going to line up and go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point.
May to throw again. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second-rounder.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger!
The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
60 Eagle! 60 Eagle! Ready! Viking 18! Ready!
Play action. Ward. There's Okonkwo open left side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
On the play.
A pickup there of 13. First down for Tennessee.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Tag! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
They'll run the toss to Spears. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he will get all the way down to the Patriots' 30-yard line. That one good for 29.
There's 2 elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
Let's go now! Panther 60! Panther 60! Bronco 80!
Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Here we go! Here we go! 70 Timberwolf! Hut, hut.
Here's Ward. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. Down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. What a response! Touchdown.
responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans will extend this third quarter lead.
16. Joey Slide to kick off for Tennessee.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. Jones now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Five. Here goes that.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Pass right side, that is hauled in by Horton. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's hard. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So now May and the Patriots going to line up and go for 2.
Here goes that.
Will line up
Crazy.
for a 2-point
What's that?
conversion.
Out of the gun, here's May. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Go! Gravity Lion! Steady!
Now give to Spear. Running right. And he gave one man the slip and going to take this one forward. Pick up a 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Let's go. Go.
A carry here for Spears. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Titan first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10.
Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready, set.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Cougar 19. 19, 18.
Off the bootleg, it's Ward. Off balance throw, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
6 yards.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative.
Come on.
Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tactical practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give them 8 on that carry.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Bronco 80.
Once again, it's Spears. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Set up.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's not going to get there. Waller right at the line of scrimmage. fourth down.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, fourth down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend the stride.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On fourth down, Ward. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Hey, Garfield!
Here's May to throw it on first down. That one complete to Pierce. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, five. Hey, here goes that. Hey, what's crazy.
Working out of the gun. It's May. Now he'll air one out. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm, just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
Tag. 19 Tiger, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Travel start on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Ready up. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cougar 19. Ready, right?
From the gun, here's Ward. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd, they need 8.
19 Lions. Let's go now. Cougar 19. Go.
Shotgun snap for Ward. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead.
Ready,
the goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Isaiah Foskey on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Ready, ready! Panther 60, Panther 60, 60 evil, 60 evil!
At the throw is Ward. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
First and 10 at the
He's got a touchdown
46-yard
on the
line.
books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Ready! Six, Riggs, Riggs!
Now Pollard. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Come on, set! 70 Timberwolf! 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings!
They'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. It's 3rd and 4.
Down! Viking 18! Viking 18! Ready?
Out of the gun, Ward. That was on target to Williams. He's got it. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down for Tennessee.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. How to imagine it's victory formation. And we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Tiger. Here we go, set! Cowboy 80! Ready?
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Set up!
A tight end in motion now.
Ready, ready?
They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And this is a slight improvement over the previous plays. Not going to lose yardage, but not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
No help from those last 2 runs. It is 3rd and 13.
Panther 60, Cougar 19! Go!
On the ground is Pollard. They'll pick up 7. Nice job defensively, though, to make sure it's not more. And it's 7 Here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This one, he's got to have. His kick is good. He got it. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10.
Crazy. What's that? Hey, what's that? Crazy. Hey, five.
Here's May. Back complete to Henderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Crazy.
To throw on first down is May. Downfield for Njoku. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Hey, what's that? Hey, five.
On second down, it's May. He's going to try it here again. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. The comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over.
First down, let's go.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So this one, a win for the visiting Titans. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That's the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.